Hello, this is the Zombie of Truth. I have recently come across Gilbert G. Gable's news site, and I think he's a genius and very truthful. He is going to be the next Anderson Cooper! Seriously, the next Anderson Cooper. I thought I would record his latest news report for all his fans. And P.S., the extra commentary, all by me, the Zombie of Truth. Okay, so on April 9th, 2010, the year of the tiger, my lovely wife was kidnapped, and I'm talking about Gilbert's wife. I came home one day and she wasn't there. She really wasn't there. This was normal, as she often worked late nights, especially on Fridays. But she didn't come home that night, as she didn't come home on Saturday, and she didn't come home on Sunday. At this point, I marched down to my local PI. He put in parentheses, private investigator, and banged on his door for about an hour. Then I realized they were closed on Sundays. So I came back on Monday. So Gilbert is now going to go back to the PI on Monday, if you didn't understand that section. And she still wasn't home. In fact, she didn't come home ever. She didn't come home that night, the day before, or the day after, any of that. And when I got there on Monday, the PI, private investigator again, just in case some people don't know these things, was sure he could find out what happened. But when I went to pay him the deposit, I discovered that my bank account had been mysteriously drained. Again, not the Zombie of Truth bank account. Gilbert Gable's bank account had been drained. Had the corporate backers not taken a wooden shovel and beat America over the head with it and then buried us with the very same tool, I'm sure the PI would have taken on this intriguing case for free. For free. Gilbert is right there. That is a great statement. I think everybody should take that and put it on their Facebook status. Sadly, the economy sucks right now. With no other choice, I turn to my last resort, the police. Now, me and Gable are on the same page here. Not really a big fan of the police. Think they're very corrupt. And again, he goes into his next sentence where Gilbert says, "My wife is worth everything to me." This is so sweet. Even putting trust in an obviously corrupt system. Yes. After my greater judgment, not mine, Gilbert's, I contacted the police. Immediately, they started interrogating me, not me, but Gilbert. And of course, this is what the police do. I went in there once, and they tried to give me a probe. I didn't like it. I walked out. Probing for information that was in no way related to the case. How was our marriage doing? Was she working late nights? Would I want her gone? It seemed as if they were asking questions they already knew the answer to. Again, the police very much do this often. After they interrogated old Gil, that's me if you're new to the website, not me. This is Gilbert saying this again. It's not Zombie of Truth, it's Gilbert Gable. They started their investigation, I'm doing quoting fingers because it's in quotes, while they twaddled around, great word by the way, around I set out to discover the mystery of the disappearance of the money in our joint bank account. Not me and his joint bank account, Gilbert and his wife's bank account again. The bank told me that my wife had taken the money out and closed the account and there was nothing they could do about it. Clearly, someone or some organization must have taken my wife hostage and forced her at gunpoint to sign the documents that would allow them to run off with all our cash. How do I know? All of the changes were made online that night of her capture, except for one mysterious letter. Gilbert does not explain the letter in here, but I think we might find out a little bit about the letter later on, but I'm not sure. I don't know really how he worked, but I love this man. When the police got back to me, their investigation, again in quotes, didn't return any results, again in quotes. A serious issue was laid right at their feet and they snubbed it off. Snubbed, great word. Shocking, right? The police never do their job. This gives me reason to believe that the police are in bed with the same foul organization that kidnapped my wife. See? Gilbert is so truthful. He's so truthful. The only lead I have is the last few words, Mallory, my wife told me Friday morning. The second space race is coming, and it's going to change the world. I'm not sure what that means, but I think he's on to something. I've heard some rumors about a space race. Gilbert keeps talking about it, but we're not sure. He'll go into more detail. I have this feeling. I'm a fan now, so yes. The thing's a lot bigger than I thought, and I won't rest until I find out the truth, the real truth, and the only truth. So help me God. Signed, Gilbert G. Gable. Oh man, just listen to that last line. I won't rest until I find out the truth, the real truth, and the only truth. So help me God. Only a genius could have came up with that. Well, This is the Zombie of Truth signing off. Until next time, I will record the next news report for all his fans out there. Thank you very much, and the Zombie of Truth, again, always tells the truth. Goodbye.